He hit the ground hard there, didn't he?
Lovely, Sherry.
Well, hats off to Gray Nichols for making sure the splice is well and truly glued to the body of the bat there. Goodness me, he really did hit the ground hard with that bat.
On it.
Tossed up by Cooper.
Van Beek diving over that one. Not like him. Got in a very good position to be able to stop that. An extra cover, and it's a slight misfield, and that brings Bubba Azam back onto strike.
Teja Nidamanuru, that deep backward square leg.
Good here, coach.
What to prove today for young Teja. Batting at that number 7 spot. This last opportunity to get a good bat in.
On. Yes, Tommy.
In shorter runs since the West Indies. Struggled to really make that spot his own now. 50 on debut, but not a lot to count after it.
Oh, Tom.
With a good over from Cooper. 7 overs for 22 for him now. 11 overs to go. 147 for 5.
बैंक इस्लामी वन टच बैंकिंग से करें ट्रांजैक्शंस अपने थंब इंप्रेशन से, वो भी बिना एटीएम कार्ड और चेकबुक के। बैंक इस्लामी, सर्विंग यू द राइट वे।
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना? या
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
जी सर, सर्विस टायर्स चाहिए। ये ले लें, आपके पैसे बचेंगे।
जिंदगी बचाना ज्यादा जरूरी है। सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही दो।
Oh, Van Beek, little off cutter which keeps a little low. Didn't miss the off stump by much, that one.
Yeah, big off cutter, and it looks like it just hit a little bit of a dead spot on the wicket. Just stayed down from quite back of a length, so Pakistan seamers won't mind seeing that. Probably a little bit of concern for the Dutch. First irregularity in the bounce today. I'd say in terms of ball staying, popping or going down in a significant manner. It just seems to be a slightly darker spot there.
Early lunch being taken. Very interesting field position here. There's a floating slip in here. Just see a man in that position to cut off the little run down to third man. Going to try and keep Mohamed Nawaz on strike. Having said that, that's now come out. And delayed has moved to a more orthodox backward point.
Van Beek's been excellent today. We struggled in the first 2 ODIs. Just a little bit with those coming on early in the power play or having to bowl a bit at the death, but today just being utilised in these middle overs. Those 27 dot balls have been very precious for the Dutch. Just allow them to control these middle overs. He's just come in for these little 2-3 over spells and just banged away on a length, and he's got the little carry through to the keeper for it.
He's moved third man a little bit finer for this next delivery.
No. And out. And out for me.
Shariz Ahmed, absolute jack in the box, short cover. Well, I mentioned step ladders a bit earlier. This man's taken it to the next level. little bit of luck there for Mohamed Nawaz. Gets the boundary, and it's the end of the over. 40 gone, 152 for 5.
जब ढेर सारे chocolate chips crunchy cookies में मिले, बन जाए एक delicious bond. Biscotti chocolate chip cookie. More chips in every bite.
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना? या
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस, मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस। सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ।
जी सर, सर्विस टायर्स चाहिए। ये ले लें, आपके पैसे बचेंगे।
जिंदगी बचाना ज्यादा जरूरी है। सर्विस कहाँ है? सर्विस ही दो, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी।
Fielders allowed outside the circle. It's a lovely shot from Baba. Good use of the feet, and he found the gap perfectly there on the onside. There's a deep backward square leg and a deep mid wicket, and he bisected them.
Yeah, just look at the way his bat face comes through the line of the ball here. Just as able to whip through the ball just at the end, just to get it square enough. Might look a little bit ungainly, but that's exactly what he was looking to do.
Happy up. Yeah? Ready, coach. Oh, yes, Tom.
Just have a look at Babar Azam's bat face there. It just comes across, and he just has to square his whole body up to be able to access that gap. Brian Murgatroyd was saying.
And then the left-hander, Mohamed Nawaz, uses his feet and gets a maximum. Mid-on was up in the circle. The invitation was there. And Mohamed Nawaz took it.
I think they've seen enough of Tom Cooper now. They had to go all the way. Beautiful shot. Great extension of his hand. Not actually much of a free swing of the bat. Just a chip, really. It goes all the way. Vikram Singh. I think he's been able to retrieve the ball. Back from it. There it comes. Spectators taking a few photos with it. Understandable. And one of your favourite players has hit it into the stands.
Well, if you're looking for boundaries here at VOC, straight is the way to go. They're the shorter boundaries. Square boundaries, much, much longer. That's good cricket. Good use of the feet and a good end result. Cooper there, just a little bit too quick for Mohamed Nawaz. He wasn't actually looking as Cooper got into delivery stride. Oh, goodness me. Was that a little inside edge? It's just shaved the off stump. End of the over, 41 gone, 163 for 5.
Strong हो गई है ना?
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
The evolution of our services started with you. Everything we've done since 2011 has been carefully considered with your financial goals in mind. Our financial universe is built upon two things, your financial goals and our values. By prioritizing integrity, transparency and innovation along with our community, we empower you to achieve great things by leveraging worthwhile benefits. Our vision for you has become a reality as we've developed an ecosystem for investing. We hope that you find our rebranding to encompass those elements. If you thought that the first decade was great, wait until you see what we have in store for you in the next decade. Ultra Effects, focused on your goal.
And his previous spell, 2 overs, 1 for 4.
He'll be asked to do a big job here for the Dutch. He's got 3.5 overs. basically left in this spell, so got a lot of work to do.
So you reckon he's going to bowl through then?
Van Beek will bowl the final 3, I suspect, from the airport end, and so it's a discussion as to do they stick with Cooper or one of the other spinners for one more. Not sure we're going to see King Ma again. Struggled in game 1 bowling at the death like you mentioned, Murgers. So it is a question as to what they're going to do.
Good work, Nidamanuru in the ring.
The Dutch have been on today with their fielding. They've been a lot more improved. I'm sure the coaching staff had a few words about it over the previous couple of days, that they've just not been quite at the standard that they require. So nice to see them levelling.
Oh, right on cue, and this field by Shariz Ahmed, and the batsmen come back for 3. Well, we couldn't have timed that any better, could we?
No, it's always the way, isn't it? You say something nice about a team or someone, and then you see a little bit of just taking his eye off the ball at the last minute. Shariz Ahmed. Could happen to the best of us. It's exceptional young talent. Just 18 years of age.
Miss.
Shortly for Noahs, and you can see the frustration from that. Just staying a little bit beside the ball and almost trying to guide it to third man in between that gap between Dutt and Van Beek at backward point, but there's no real conviction in the shot, and that's what got him into trouble.
Yeah, Shariz Ahmed now 19, actually, turned 19 in April.
Should know that as one of his former coaches.
Oh, brilliant from Deleda. He's an action-packed cricketer, isn't he? End of the over, 167 for 5.
जब ढेर सारे चॉकलेट चिप्स क्रंची कुकीज में मिले, बन जाए एक डिलीशियस बॉन्ड. बिस्कॉनी चॉकलेट चिप कुकीज. More chips in every bite.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस, मगर ग्रिप total loss. Service stars like wow और road grip के साथ.
शानी कुछ चीजों के बारे में अंदाजा नहीं होता, डॉक्टर बता रहे हैं.
डॉक्टर, मैं कोई टेस्ट नहीं करा रहा और मैंने अंदर के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करी.
अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग, तो वाई नॉट मेरी जान.
खानदानी नुस्खा है हमारा.
जी सर, सर्विस
लाइन लग जाएगी.
तेरे ऊपर पीला रंग सूट करदा, पर्दे में रहने दे जो है छुपा रे बलमा.
Van Meekeren Senior. Paul Van Meekeren not here. He's chosen to stay with Gloucester for the Royal London One Day Cup. So all Dutch-based players playing in the series for the Dutch, which is, I suppose, a positive because it shows you the strength and depth that they are able to grow here.
On it, Max. Lovely done.
See a change on the field, long on going back now.
It's nicely bowled. First one was pushed through a little bit. That one was tossed up. Mixing his pace up nicely here, Dutt.
Another one of the 19-year-olds in this side. Shariz Ahmed, Arian Dutt and Vikram Singh, only 19 years of age. So great experience for all these young men. Beautifully bowled. When Arian Dutt has confidence, he bowls exceptionally well.
Down towards long on. Vikramjit stand there. Just the single.
Do you see legends down there? See Bobby Hanif's parents. Great man. Over 300 wickets for BOC. And just to the left of the young lady is Scoot former international. So he played club cricket with me yesterday. Held 10 overs on the roll, so he's tied for a 42-year-old.
Oh, good catch, good catch. Barbara Azam has gone. And the Pakistan supporters are silenced. Aryan Dutt, fantastic work from him. And look at the way the Dutch boys are getting around him.
Aryan Dutt, second time getting Babar Azam out in the last 2 games. Gets back, bit of a nothing shot in it. Absolutely spectacular catch from Aryan Dutt. One-handed. Absolute screamer for the number 88. Babar Azam has to depart. He played excellently for 91. Pakistan now 168 for 6.
Better than market conditions. How? The secret is in our scientific approach to keeping our spreads stable, even in volatile markets. Our pricing firm, our execution fast, and our withdrawals instant. What does that mean for you? Friction-free trading and lower trading costs. Choose better. Trade with excess.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ
इरादा फौलाद जैसा और जज्बा चट्टान जैसा हम कदर करते हैं तेरे इस जुनून की proudly made in Pakistan Squad Performance Body Spray तो फिर देर किस बात की join the squad
बैंक इस्लामी वन टच बैंकिंग से करें ट्रांजैक्शंस अपने थंब इम्प्रेशन से, वो भी बिना एटीएम कार्ड और चेक बुक के। बैंक इस्लामी, serving you the right way.
This is why he's here. What a big moment this is in the match.
What an absolute screamer from Aryan Dutt. Diving full length. Not known for his agility, the big man. So he's 53 feet, and there he is. Peter Boren, a man that's done so much work with this boy. You can see the proud coach in the background. Ryan Campbell also. Great work.
Shiriz Ahmed keeps the batsman down to a single. Mohammed Wasim off strike.
Yeah, Aryan Dutt, quite a nervous young man. Was never very confident under the high ball, never confident really fielding at all, generally, but has worked so hard on it over the last 18 months, and you can see that improvement through his outfielding and now off his own bowling.
Lovely, Daddy.
Terrific over from Aryan Dutt. 2 singles from it, and the wicket of Babar Azam. 169 for 6.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना
नहीं पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान
It's a kind of magic.
But not going on to make 3 figures. And Aryan Dutt got Nicholas Paran out 3 times in the West Indies series. Van Beek back into the attack.
Yeah, a little bit of nervous calling there. There was quite an easy single in front of point for Mohammed Wasim, but it's to mention only the 23 runs in total in national cricket, and Shanawaz Dahani only with 4, and the rest of the other 2 batters in the bottom 7, none. So big opportunity here for the Dutch if they can take it. A bit of an inside edge there, and that will run away. In fact, Nawaz on strike, and he's now going to have to do a bulk of the work. He's 15 not out. They've been kept quite quiet today, have the Pakistan crowd. They've had moments to shout for. But on the whole, the Dutch will be very, very happy with the way they've gone about it today. I think Scott Edwards has managed his bowling very, very well. Short spells, getting players in and out, not allowing the Pakistan batters to settle. Three men up in the offside ring. Now 45 coming up, Vivian Kingma.
It's all Mohamed Wasim's runs prior to this innings. Came in the series against the West Indies in Multan in June. Didn't play in game one. In game two, he got 17 not out. And in game three, he made 6. It looked as though he was teeing up for a big one down the ground there and just checked himself.
Yeah, the Dutch have used their slower balls well today. They've used the wicket to their advantage. It has taken quite a bit of grip. So it is something to think about come the second innings for these Dutch batters. I'm sure that the bowlers will have been passing on that information.
Yes, when you said the ball had gripped a little bit, Tom Cooper, feeling it long on in front of our commentary position, gave a knowing look as if to say, well, look, I've turned it most of all.
Yeah, and he's not a big turner of the ball, is Big Tom. So, again, he'll be on for a big score today. Flies back home to Australia tomorrow. So we've got one more big performance in him today.
Oh, Van Beek goes down. Up again, thankfully. End of the over. 44 overs gone then. 173 for 6.
जब ढेर सारे चॉकलेट चिप्स क्रंची कुकीज में मिले बन जाए एक डिलिशियस बॉन्ड बिस्कॉनी चॉकलेट चिप कुकीज मोर चिप्स इन एवरी बाइट
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना?
या नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान.
The position they're in.
Sorry, Dave. Oh, that one's got to go out.
Pleasure to welcome back Corey Ruckers to the commentary box. Corey, hello. How are you this afternoon?
I'm a little bit excited up here in the commentary box, Pierce. This is a good game of cricket brewing, isn't it?
Seen Aryan Dutt bowl quite a bit, Corey, over the last few years. And you can just tell he's a man with confidence. When he's confident, he bowls very well. Oh! Trying to cut away off the stumps again, Nawaz. Just a little bit of extra bounce. But Corey, tell me more about Aryan Dutt.
You're absolutely right, Pierce Fletcher. He's just got this air about him at the moment. He's so confident with his right arm off spin, his art. He's taken big scalps all summer. This one just slipping past the over middle stump almost.
You, Tage!
Tage Nibanuru doing the fielding in there at mid-wicket.
I mean, let's not forget, bowling right arm off spin against these full member nations this summer. Aryan Dutt must have looked at that fixture list and thought, I'm up for the contest, because he has produced all summer. I think he got Nicholas Pooran 3 times. He's going to have Babar Azam twice in his pocket now. What a summer it is for this young man.
Big forward defence, Mohamed Wasim. Very much a bowler, not a bowling all-rounder, so Dutch will feel like with this man at number 8, what's below it can't be much better.
Lovely, Dotty.
Shari's Army doing some great work there at extra cover to stop the single.
Well backed up by his fielders there. Pearce, he's going to finish with marvellous figures here. Last ball of this spell. This is his summer's work. 7 big scalps. His last ball of the summer.
And it's been deposited high and handsome, all the way for 6th. He finishes with figures of 1 for 34. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Pakistan 1A for 6 after 45 overs.
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान
Flog sweepers, 6 runs.
I said Mohammed Wasim, not much from a batter, but I'll tell you what, a strike rate of 110 in ODI cricket, that's a great shot.
I know he's highly revered out at Islamabad United for his batting as well. Can come down the lower order and make some handy runs.
High in the air, Vikram Singh coming round. It's going to drop in between him and Buster later. That will go all the way for 6.
You see the rolling off cutter getting a little bit too straight and he just had to pick it up. He's got high hands on the bat. See how high his hands on the grip there and just picks it up beautifully. It lands between the two fielders perfectly but over the rope more importantly. So back-to-back sixes. This is the energy Pakistan needed in the back end of this innings.
Yeah, that boundary to the west side, just 61 metres, slightly shorter today. So that ball, if we were playing 2 strips over, probably would have been straight down Vikramjit Singh's throat. My apologies.
It's a game of inches, isn't it? Game of metres sometimes. Back-to-back sixes. Pakistan have some momentum going into the last 5.
You can see there's a bit of a change in intent now. Pakistan going, we need to get up to something competitive. Corey, what do you think that score is?
Oh, look, I think they've got something competitive already. We know how dangerous that bowling attack is, but credit to the Dutch. They've been mighty impressive. I mean, 10s will get them to 232. I think they'll be happy with anything around that sort of 215 to 220 mark. They've got a dangerous bowling lineup, but the Dutch, what an opportunity. What an opportunity that's happening here in Hazelweg, Rotterdam.
Crowd has been brought to life once more. They've been up in stages during the day, but quite for a high majority of it, they just sense a little bit of something coming on.
Slow ball again. Yeah, Dustin views that slow ball very well, Corey.
Just about to say to you, Pearce, we talk a lot about bowling education and thinking on the spot and being proactive instead of reactive. How good have the Dutch seamers been for you today? Because they're using that off-cutter, leg-cutter, slow ball quite a lot.
Yeah, completely agree. Not used too many short balls today. I think that's been
bond. Biscotti chocolate chip cookies. More chips in every bite.
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना
या नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस, मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस. सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ.
Plenty of options for the captain, Scott Edwards. He's been very versatile today with all his bowlers. Got 8 overs out of Tom Cooper, which has given him the option of this versatility at the back end. You've just mentioned 24 big balls. This could be 24 big balls in the context of this match. I don't think the Netherlands want to chase over anything over 210.
Just 4 men in the circle in these final 10 overs. 2 men behind point. An extra cover and a short fine leg. And the Nawaz will have to find the gaps. Matched away.
Guess as the batsman here facing Bustler, he's coming in and bowling maybe 4 or 5 change-ups and over here. Do you set up for that slower ball? Do you predict that it's going to be the slow ball and then maybe get surprised by the one that's on speed, because he really is rolling his fingers across maybe 75 to 80% of all deliveries here.
A lot of energy from the crowd as another off-cut is delivered. Just seeing different angles being utilised. The slower ball's in place. Scott Edwards is really working his angles hard here. Doesn't want the people to be offline at all. So again, Bustler setting his short fine leg finer and finer every time. Shari's Ahmed now moving wider at deep square leg. Slow ball, tie in the air. Logan van Beek charging in to try and take the catch, and does. Massive wicket for the Dutch once more. As Pakistan goes 7 down.
What a sensational bit of bowling from Bustler, and backed up by Logan van Beek. He hit it miles in the air. He was a deep long on. He's ended up catching this right inside the inner ring. A good ground and a safe pouch. You can see the inner circle disc just there. If the ball goes in the air, Logan van Beek's the man that I want to be under it.
Mohammad Awaz the pass of 27 off 35 balls. Nice little bright innings. Pakistan now 191 for 7.
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना.
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान.
बोनस तो मिल गया और टायर घिस गए.
सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ. ये चलते हैं आम टायर के मुकाबले में 40% तक ज्यादा. ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी.
Debutant at the start of the series, Nasim Shah comes to the crease. No ODI runs as yet, hasn't been needed. Mohammad Wasim on strike as the batter's crossed.
There's the change-up, Bustler. Quicker one. This was the big moment. Skied miles in the air. Money on the ball at first, but Logan van Beek, he came bolting in from deep mid-on. Covered a baby 35 to 40 metres and looked so calm under it. Brilliant catch. Those are the moments that can win you a game, and you look back on at the end of the day and that has saved us 10 to 15 runs.
Going for the scoop. Bold option at this stage off the slow ball.
Well, yeah, very brave option because we've mentioned Bustolator's bowling amazing amount of slower balls here. And when there's a slower ball and you try to play the ramp or the scoop or even the dill scoop, you need pace on the ball to elevate it over short, fine leg. I like the idea, but maybe not so easy against this bowling.
Slower ball bumper. Be too high. Have to re-bowl that one.
Might have to change his graft to an off-spin bowler at this stage, Pearce. He's really running in and cutting those fingers across the ball, but this one's just ballooning over for a while. I just love the way he thinks. I love the way he takes the game on as a bowler and wants to keep that batsman guessing.
Full wide and a little feather through to Scotty Edwards. Bustolator picks up his third.
Well, once again, this rolling off-spinner, off-cutter, whatever you call it, it's a wild swing from Wasim. A feather edge. Scotty Edwards, the keeper, knew right away. And there he is, Bustolator. He deserves that. He's come back so well today. Pakistan, after 47 overs, are 192 for 8.
बैंक इस्लामी वन टच बैंकिंग से करें ट्रांजैक्शंस अपने थंब इंप्रेशन से, वो भी बिना एटीएम कार्ड और चेकबुक के। बैंक इस्लामी, सर्विंग यू द राइट वे।
सर्विस टायर्स की क्वालिटी पूरी दुनिया ने मानी। 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला पाकिस्तान नंबर 1 एक्सपोर्ट टायर ब्रांड है सर्विस।
जब ढेर सारे चॉकलेट चिप्स क्रंची कुकीज में मिले, बन जाए एक डिलिशियस बॉन्ड। Biscotti chocolate chip cookies. More chips in every bite. Biscotti chocolate. It's special inside.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस, मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस। सर्विस टायर्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ।
स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई है ना?
नहीं पेप्सी, अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान?
One side of the ground and he gets that outside edge. Quite a big nick in the end. I mean, that was a very heavy swing of the bat. Some change from this pavilion end. Viv Kingma not seen since the 8th over. Just been hiding away in the outfield. Come back and give us an over. Big moments in the game here, Corey. Bringing Viv Kingma back, struggled in game 1 at the death. Bold option to bring him back now.
Yeah, bold option. We said Scott Edwards would have options as captain. He's been so good with the new ball, Vivian Kingma, this series. In the middle and later overs, maybe not so effective. He's got probably 12 balls at the back end here, and he needs to get it right for his team.
Straighten off the pad and a big shout of no from Naseem Shah. Bit of chaos calling there between the two Pakistan batters. Kingma looking to go to the Yorker here. Probably one of his more prized options at the death. Not a great exponent of the slower ball just at the moment. It's something he is trying to develop, but sticking to this Yorker option. That's hit him on the back toe, and a big appeal and given by Michael Goff. And we're going to see a review as well.
Review for LBW.
decision and no out. You're on screen now, you can signal now.
Big cheer from the Pakistan fans. Not out.
Well, the review used by Pakistan. They'll hold on to it. Still 2 reviews left as that was slipping down the leg side. Vivian Kingma, though, getting his Yorker right, executing well. Touched on it, Pearce. We're going to see more of the same.
Yeah, just seeing that ball just tail a little bit. Vivian does try to do this at the back end, just try to get that bit more of a slingy action to allow for that reverse swing. Full and straight once more, and a big swing by Naseem Shah. That will be his first ODI runs. Was eyeing up too, but the calling not particularly good between these two Pakistan batters.
Well, it went to that man on your screen there, Monkey Van Beek. He is motoring across that outfield at the moment. He's covered some Ks this game. Keeps it to 1. Vivian Kingma, well, a bit nervous about him coming in at the back end, but he's doing a good job here.
Up to that man Van Beek once more. He has been exceptional today. He's bowled extremely well. He's in a slightly different role today, Corey.
Yeah, different role. He was brought through the middle, and he's been exceptional, and he's doing an exceptional job out in the field as well. So is this man on your screen, Vivian Kingma, bowling exceptionally well, trying to close this over, trying to get out of the 48th without too much damage.
He's lost his bat. The man, Scotty Edwards, picks it up. I think he'll fancy a little bit of that as well. Big swing by Naseem Shah. So hard that he had to lose the bat.
Well, could you imagine if this had have flown back onto his stumps? I think I've seen it once before. He's tried to hit it out the park, and the bat's gone almost further than the ball.
Kingma been exceptional this over. Just gone for the 3. Final ball of the over. Full and straight, and they call him through, and that would have been absolutely dead and buried. Zahid Mahmood just ambling down the other end. That ends the 48th over. Pakistan scraping at 196 for 8.
फासला रखें वरना जाया हो जाएगा दिल तो चाह रहा है इसको घुमा घुमा के तू टेंशन ना ले हवा आने दे गर्मी भगा ठंड रख स्प्राइट
सर्विस टायर्स की क्वालिटी पूरी दुनिया ने मानी 40 से ज्यादा ममालिक में एक्सपोर्ट होने वाला Pakistan's #1 export tire brand, Service.
Here comes Buster later.
Goes that off-cutter once more. Slight inquiry from behind the stumps and given. Naseem Shah reviews straight away. We've got another one.
Change the position and move out. You're on screen now, you can signal now. Not out.
And another good review by Naseem Shah.
Well, Cat has 9 lives, so how many does Naseem Shah have? It is loud out there. I think what happened was his bat scraped the ground on the follow-through, and that's what hit the umpire there.
Short and dragged leg side as far as Vikram Singh.
So this is Logan Van Beek today. His variation on length. Look at that bowling. Good length. Top of the stumps length, which we always talk about being difficult to get away. Just sensational. A little bit of varial bounce. He can hold his head up high. He is bowled brilliantly today, that man.
Deft touch. Non-striking batsman comes a whole long way down. Bustelator takes the bails off and we're going to go upstairs again.
My decision is not out, not out.
Naseem Shah survives once more. Slow ball bouncer again. Bustelator's been very, very good. Those back Q overs, Corey.
Yeah, sensational. You see 120k. He's really good at that slow ball into the pitch. One of his main go-to deliveries. That's difficult to get away, and even if you pick it, you have to generate all the pace to clear the boundary. Not an easy shot to execute. Sensational work from Bustelator here at the back end.
Slow ball once more, but this time Zahid Mahmood goes. Thank you very much, Bustelator. I'll put that one into the side screen.
The slow ball again, and this time he absolutely crunches that. He sat deep in the crease. He picked the length. He said it's difficult to generate the pace. Well, he showed me wrong. That smashed the sight screen.
200 up now for Pakistan. Corey, you talked about that 210 mark. They're closing in on it.
Closing in. He is closing in. A really crucial 7 balls left in this innings.
Final ball of Bustelator's spell. Wide ball. Maybe not. We'll go one more.
Yeah, just sneaking outside that tram line. Looking for that slow ball. Sliding it across, but just executing it a little bit wrong.
Pulled away as far as Logan Van Beek at deep mid-wicket. Bustelator finishes his spell. 9 overs, 3 for 50. Up to 49 with 1 to go. Pakistan 205 for 8.
पेप्सी काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई है ना? या
नई पेप्सी अब और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान.
क्या स्टाइल है बॉस, मगर ग्रिप टोटल लॉस. सर्विस स्टाइल्स लगवाओ और रोड ग्रिप के साथ स्टाइल दिखाओ.
We're probably on sale today, but that's a French flag, sir. That's not the Dutch. That's the Dutch.
Vivian King might have bowled the final over. Been entrusted with it.
Well, Pierce, if you have a look here, in the top of your screen, you see a lovely Dutch flag, and down there's the old French flag. And, oh, je m'appelle Corrie. The French are playing here today, Pierce.
Like Murgas has mentioned, great to see so much European support from around the country, around the region. France not that far from here. Swung away by Zahid Mahmood. Won't be able to get back for two. That's a great piece of fielding by Musa Nadeem.
How exciting is this? I mean, when an associate nation pushes a full member at full tilt,